What was that desktop audio? Don't say I have to update, I swear. Wake me up, it's... Okay. Make sure that's not super loud. Little bit of stereo. Check one, check two. Check. Okay. Yes. Okay, Corbin, we will be live in the next 10 minutes. I'm going to call him at 6:45 and we're going to start probably about 6:50. Corbin, it's weird. I can watch my own YouTube channel.
excitement. Welcome to the jungle. It's Fort Scott Tiger football time. This is Fort Scott Tiger football, brought to you in part by DQ Grill and Chill, Sharky's, Five Corners Mini Mart, Teeny Witt Funeral Chapel, Gross Insurance, Hometown Pub, Key for Business, Marcia's Deli, New Grill, Peerless Products, Seacan's Occasion Shop and Designer Florist by Seacan, Sonic of Fort Scott, Shirt Shack, Typhoon Bay Car Wash, and Union State Bank. Tiger football is also made possible by the Special Sports Boosters, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance Incorporated, the Hole in the Wall Liquor Store, La Hacienda of Fort Scott, North Heating and Air Conditioning, Opie's Pizza, Atkins Insurance, Casper Enterprises, the Kennar Eye Care Center, and State Farm Insurance Agent Cale Nelson. Now, let's go live to the stadium for exciting Fort Scott Tiger football on All Hit 103.9 and Fort Scott TV.
And welcome back to another night of Tiger football here in Chanute, Kansas, as your Fort Scott Tigers here to play the Chanute Blue Comets in a Week 6 contest. Both teams here entering with a little bit of different outcomes. Last week, the Tigers not able to get the victory over Labette County with a 14-16 point loss over the Grizzlies. And the Blue Comets coming in after a 41-8 point win over the Independence Bulldogs. So the Tigers here looking to flip their change of luck here a little bit. As of late, they've lost back-to-back. Pittsburgh 2 weeks ago and Labette last week. Tigers entering here looking hungry to get a victory. And the Blue Comets entering with a good-sized win over Independence, so they look to continue to win their winning ways, only with one loss on the year. That was 2 weeks ago against Nehemiah Central, a 13-7 point loss against Nemaha Central. So the Blue Comets are looking real good here in the SCK, but the Tigers are looking to put a stop to it and give the Comets their second loss of the year and bump the Tigers up to 4-2. Teams records: the Tigers 3-2 entering this contest, and the Blue Comets 4-1 entering this contest. Their wins include a 35-25 point win against Augusta Week 1. Week 2 was a 34-7 point victory over Coffeyville, and Week 3 a 27-14 point win over McPherson. Then a 13-7 loss Week 4, and then last week a 41-8 point victory over Independence. The Tigers the past 2 weeks have not been able to eclipse over 20 points, only scoring 14 in both losses against the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons and the Labette County Grizzlies. Tigers, so far this year, when scoring more than 20 points, have been able to win. You look back at Week 1, a 42-27 victory over Paola. Week 2, a 22-6 point victory over Parsons, and a Week 3 victory over Independence, playing Independence, and only allowing Independence to score 8. So both defenses, I think it's going to be a very good defensive battle, and that's one thing Tigers' defense, like I said, they haven't really failed the past 2 weeks as they've been able to hold both teams under 25 points. It's been both offenses of both teams they've played. Just the offenses have been just decimated by both defenses. Like I said, you look back at that Pittsburgh game, that, again, not a high-scoring game, and really the scoring came later in that game. Both defenses able to make good stops early and continue to do so most of the game. And then you look back last week to where Labette County only had the 2 touchdowns and the field goal. Again, that offense was held to not a whole lot of points, but you could say the same about the Tigers, where the Tigers' offense kind of lackluster there those past couple weeks. With the run game last week, the Grizzlies were doing a good job at stopping up the middle runs, doing a little bit of a poorer job on the outside containment. And, I mean, the Tigers were 10 yards short of winning last week's games. The Tigers were just 10 yards away on one heck of a way to end that game. It was a lateral from Dirks Kegler to Ty Marbury, who was chased down by 3 separate Grizzlies, able to ankle tackle him late in the clock, able to run it down to 0. So the Tigers have been waiting all week to get back into the victory side of this schedule. Tigers just with 2 more games remaining this season. So I can't believe it's already week 6 for the Tigers. So they've played a good year so far. You look back at last year, they were only able to get 3 wins. And the Tigers this year look a whole lot better, just offensively and defensively. They looked ready to roll, and they're doing good. Like I said, I think the Tigers offense with that heavy run approach has worked for the most part this year. The past 2 weeks, we've seen the Tigers kind of look to air it out a little bit more than usual, which I have no problem with that at all. Get the Tigers' pass game going. But we'll see here what Tigers' game plan is here against a solid Chanute defense. Said a Chanute team with a little bit with a little bit more underclassmen than the Tigers. Not a whole lot of seniors. You're looking at about 5 seniors on the Chanute team. The rest either being sophomores or juniors. So a little bit of an underclassmen-led Chanute team. And maybe, like I said, that Tigers upperclassmen just experience here will edge out the Blue Comets. But again, we'll see. So we've still got about 10 minutes and 25 seconds remaining here until we see some Tiger football. With that, we're going to go and take a 5-minute ad break. You are listening to 103.9 FM KOMB and Fort Scott TV here on YouTube. We'll be right back after this 5-minute ad break.
It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marcia's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All Tigers know that Marcia's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, schools, and our athletes. Give us a call, 620-223-2970, or stop by our office. We're located at 20 South National in beautiful downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
Opie's Pizza is proud to support all area school sports and reminds you that they have many locations for you to enjoy the best pizza there is. You'll find Opie's Pizza at KC Mart, both north at the Hammond exit and South 69. Union Station in Uniontown. Everybody's in Mound City. Opie's Restaurant in Girard. And now at Opie's Pizza Pool Room and Pub in Pittsburgh. Crickets in Kincaid, Brookies in Iola, and on-the-go convenience store at the Prescott exit on North 69. Or go to opiespizza.com.
Roger Staubach is quoted as saying, set your goals high and don't stop till you get there. The Hole-in-the-Wall Liquor Store knows that work ethic, resilience, and teamwork are essential to the success of all student athletes. Family and community support plays a positive role towards that success. On the edge of historic downtown Fort Scott at 124 East Wall, the Hole-in-the-Wall Liquor Store is proud to partner with the community to support the local youth in all their activities.
Our biggest truck event of the year has landed. It's Trucktober at Briggs Auto Group. All month long, Trucktober savings on our hottest sellers. F-150s, Silverados, Rams, Tundras, Sierras. The trim you want, the color you want, the options you want. Shop row after row. Briggs has them all with special Trucktober pricing. It's this month only at all Briggs Auto locations. Look what's going on at Briggs Auto.
Whether you need fresh flowers, home decor, gifts, or wedding shop, C-Can Occasion Shops and Designer Florist by C-Can has just what you need. 2210 South Main in Fort Scott, you can find your fall and holiday decor and even the Christmas gifts. Remember, they make floral deliveries to Lynn County, Pittsburgh, Nevada, and Vernon County. Floral gifts and home decor. That is C-Can's Occasion Shops and Designer Florist by C-Can. Fort Scott. An authentic taste of old Mexico in the heart of Fort Scott. That's La Hacienda. The finest Mexican cuisine served fresh, hot, and made to order. Plus, who doesn't love the free basket of homemade chips and La Hacienda's fresh salsa? Open Monday through Saturday, 11 to 9, and on Sundays, 11 to 3. Get your favorite La Hacienda meal through dine-in, curbside pickup, or delivery. See their full menu at LaHaciendaFortScott.com. La Hacienda, an authentic taste of Mexico in the heart of downtown Fort Scott, 24 North Main. Proud proud to support the Fort Scott Tigers. Norris Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to announce that York now offers instant rebates for active duty military veterans, first responders, and educators up to $600 until the end of 2024. Don't forget to ask about federal tax credits of up to $2,000 on certain systems. Norris Heating and Air Conditioning at 223-5990 to get a free estimate and consultation about how they can save you money. Norris Heating and Air Conditioning, your hometown comfort connection.
It's your hometown diner, the New Grill, located in downtown Fort Scott. Great classic food served in a 1950s setting, serving classic cafe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop in and enjoy their homemade chicken strips and onion rings, or American classics like cheeseburgers with grilled onions, Susie Q's, roasted chicken, and daily specials. Classic food served in a classic setting with hometown service. Stop in at 24 North National in downtown historic Fort Scott. Bowman's New Grill.
Fearless Products offers health insurance with an employee-only premium as low as $10 per week. Company-funded health savings account, company-funded life insurance for employees and their immediate family, profit sharing, and 401k match. Fearless employees enjoy fresh fruit daily, ample attendance points, and vacation time that's immediately available, and the knowledge that their weekends will be theirs to enjoy. Apply in person or online at fearlessproducts.com. Fearless Products is an equal opportunity employer that puts people first.
And welcome back there. The national anthem played by the Chanute Blue Comet Band sounds great. Both teams here getting ramped up, ready to roll with about 4 minutes, 35 seconds remaining until some more Tiger football. Tigers 3-2 entering this game, 10 yards short of a victory last week. So they are looking here to notch another one on the board to go 4-2 and drop the Comets to 4-2. Comets come in here after a steamrolling of the Bulldogs last week, a 41-8 victory. So both teams coming in here with a little bit of opposite expectations, I would say. The Blue Comets, looking to continue that win streak, and the Tigers looking to get back into the win column here with a victory tonight. The Blue Comets here will run out of the tunnel. Tigers also coming out. Fireworks here, pretty good one. Not as good as one in Fort Scott, I'd say, but not too bad. Except both teams here getting ramped up with 3:45 to go. It's a 10-yard short last week. It was a good defensive battle between both teams, the Tigers and the Grizzlies. Grizzlies offense was able to slightly edge the Tigers in the passing game, so the Tigers offense likes to do a little bit more scoring. The Tigers offense, when scoring 20 or more points, have not lost a game yet this season. It's when they are held to under 20. They have lost. You look back 2 weeks ago, a 14-23 loss to Pittsburgh. And at that game at one point was a three-point game. It was 14-17 at one point. Again, the offense has been a little bit slower as of lately, but the Tigers offense, don't doubt the Tiger offense. They are ready to pounce this week and ready to get that win on the board. The Tigers offense has kind of mixed some things up as of late. A lot more passing done the last 2 weeks than the start. You look back at week 1 against Paola, it was a dominant running game to where I think we only saw Lennox Van throw 4 times, and 2 of them for 2-point conversions. Again, like I said, it's kind of hard to see what we want to expect here. It's just going to depend here on what Chanute will give. Last week you look at a good Labette front 4 that stopped the inside run quite well, where the previous week against Pittsburgh wasn't able to stop the inside. It was the outside run they were able to contain. So both teams here, see how they mix things up. Captains for both teams, starting here with the Blue Comets. Number 9, Cade Small. Number 35, Elliott Stevenson. Number 55, Canton Fitzmaurice. And number 34, Quentin Harding. And captains for your Tigers, number 78, Jaden Garcia. Number 16, Colton Rogers. Number 6, Lennox Van. And number 73, Luke Harris. Both teams here getting ramped up, ready to roll. Said it's going to be a good one here between 2 good SEK teams. Tigers so far in SEK play 1-2. The Blue Comets in SEK play are 2-0. So the Tigers here looking to notch an important SEK win this week. I believe the Tigers are third in the SEK, right behind the Blue Comets and Pittsburgh. Fort Scott will defend the north end zone. Fort Scott will receive once again. 3 weeks in a row the Tigers have received first. And who else better to do it than number 8, Dirks Kegler, 2 return touchdowns this year. One back in week 1 against Paola and then one against Pittsburgh. He had a beautiful one against Lebec County earlier in that game against Lebec County. So a dangerous return man and really a good, like I said, last year he didn't play any football, stuck to basketball, so a very familiar name. And if you watched some Tiger basketball last year, you know starting point guard, he's got wheels on him, and once he gets downfield with a little bit of a lane, no one, and I mean no one, is going to be able to catch him. So he's shown that twice this year so far, with the absence of Dub Chipman due to injury. I believe it was a rib-related injury. Not 100% on that, but again, hopefully he's healthy and ready to come back here in the season with just 2 games ready to roll. 3 weeks left of football, this one and then 2 after this. Kegler is deep to return it. And in front of him, Morgan Shaw and Maddox Robinson. So those 3 have really shined this year, coming in for injuries. A couple injuries the past couple of weeks. 2 Dub Chipman, they've had to rotate in and out between Maddox Robinson and Dirks Kegler, the 2 main guys who have been coming in and out. And to kick it away here for the Blue Comets is a number 12, Lawrence Chansey, and he's going to boot it deep. Kegler's going to return it. He's going to go ahead and let it sail, excuse me. It looked like he wanted to, but a kick into the end zone. And the Tigers will start at their own 25-yard line. That's where the Tigers will start. Tiger offense, they will start at the 20. Tigers offense looking here to score first this first quarter of play. Starters tonight for the Fort Scott Tiger offense. At quarterback, number 6, Lennox Van. Number 5, Morgan Shaw. Number 16, Colton Rogers. Number 9, Ty Marbury. Number 3, Trace Metcalf. And then on the line, Luke Harris, Wesley Cox, Jaden Garcia, and Blake Tomasi. First is a pitch out to Ryder Newton. Newton at the 20. Newton will be wrapped up and tackled by number 54 of the defense, Stephen Watson, not before picking up a solid gain of about 7. It'll be 2nd and 3 to go. Halfback pitch there to number 41, Ryder Newton. Tigers a good gain of 7. Tigers headed back to the line. Van under center. 2 wide receivers out to the right, Trace Metcalf and Ty Marbury. Shaw will go in motion. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper off to the left, and he is stopped. They'll give him forward progress. He'll get They're going to go ahead and give him forward progress of a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers. Quarterback keeper off left. The Chanute Blue Comets defense able to get home. They're rocking it looks like about a 3-4, so 3 linebackers, 4 D linemen, and then they've got 3 DBs and a safety. Van's going to drop back, looking to throw. He's got Trace Metcalf, Trace Metcalf on a little hitch route will able to pick up a Tiger first down. On a little hitch route, went ahead and caught it, drops the knee just enough for the first down. And the Tigers with the first down of the game. First and 10 here for the Tigers after the 4-yard pickup through the air. First and 10. Here's the snap. Van will fake the handoff, and he'll go ahead and keep it himself. Able to shake off a defender, but then quickly wrapped up by number 9, Cade Small. Not before picking up a solid gain of 5 for the Tigers. Make it 2nd and 5. Tigers offense waiting here to get the play call. Plenty of time on the play clock. 20 seconds on it. Come up to the line. Van under center. 2 wide receivers, 1 left, 1 right. He went ahead and handed off to Morgan Shaw. And Shaw tackled by number 55 of the defense, Canton Fitzmaurice. He'll drop him for a loss of about 4, make it 3rd and 9 for the Tigers offense on the jet sweep. Ball on their own 34-yard line. 9:04 to play here in this first quarter. Tigers offense looking to pick up another first here. Shaw and Metcalf off to the right. Marbury off left by himself. Van in the shotgun. Here's a snap. He's going to roll out right. And intercepted by the Blue Comets. Picked off by number 19, Kemper Manley. And the Comets will have good starting field position. He's on a little out route. Needed to throw it over the top. Not able to get the ball over the hands of the defender. And now the Blue Comets will start with a 1st and 10 in the Tiger territory at about the 41-yard line. Excuse me, the 41-yard line. 1st and 10, Chanute. Back at quarterback, at number 2, Chris Harding, with 2 wide receivers out to the right, 2 to the left, running back there with them in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He's going to look right. Ball is tipped. Good hustle there by Colton Rogers. Almost had the interception there. Read the little bubble play there. Good read there by Colton Rogers to tip it out of the air. Lead to 2nd and 10 for the Blue Comets. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 12 minutes of football remaining here in this quarter of play. Tigers down 7-0 entering the second quarter, but knocking on Chanute end zone. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. From the 3-yard line. See here out of the quarter break what the Tigers' game plan here is, whether they want to run the ball, run a little short pass play. Tigers line up in the wishbone formation. Here's the snap. Ryder Newton. Newton is just met quickly. Blown up in the backfield, chopping the feet, trying to get that first. He'll pick up a gain of 1. They're going to go ahead and say he didn't pick up any. So it'll lead to 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. So Tigers here with a big decision going for it here on 4th and goal from the 3-yard line, but I think it's a decision you have to make. Tigers line back up in the wishbone formation. Van will snap it. He'll go ahead and roll out right, and is met out of bounds and hit by number 6, Trevor Fields. And a turnover on downs, trying to fool the defense, but the Chanute Blue Comets not fooled there on that run play. And now the Blue Comets will start well into their own territory, starting at the 5-yard line. So now 1st and 10 here for the Blue Comets. But they are well deep into their own territory. They'll start at their own 5-yard line. And have got 95 yards to go. 1st and 10, up 7 here in the second quarter of play. So here's the first play here of this drive. Gives it to Quentin Harding, who will get back to the original line of scrimmage. And not much else. It'll lead to 2nd and 10 for the Blue Comets. No gain there on the halfback dive. 2nd and 10 here for the Blue Comets following the halfback dive. They'll come out with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Both Hardings back in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They'll hand it back off. He's going to run left. Had the edge left. Harding able to pick up the first down for the Blue Comets as they get out to about the 18-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Comets on the Quentin Hardin halfback dive. Personal foul called here on the Tigers. Substitution here. J.C. Gross will check out. In for him is Caden Cannon. First and 10 Blue Comets after the first down run. It'll be another additional 15 yards. So now 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Clock stopped at 10:14. Now clock will roll. The Blue Comets escaped deep into their own territory and got solid field position now for this 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dropping back, looking to throw. Is rushed and will be dropped behind the line. A sack for the Tigers. Sack there by number 63 of the Tigers, Eli Martin, able to get the sack. And now 2nd and 15 for the Blue Comets following that sack. So now 2nd 15. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end also off to the left. Here's the snap. They're going to go ahead and hand it off to Hardin, who bounces it outside. Broke a tackle. Still going. A first down for the Comets. Broke a tackle. Kept running. And now the Comets looking to get into Tiger territory, about 5 yards short of it. 1st and 10 following a 2nd and 15 on a run play. Was able to bounce 2 tackles and kept going. Now 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. So now 1st and 10 here. 3 wide receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Both Hardings in the shotgun. Quentin behind Chris. Here's the snap, a little bubble screen, and the ball just thrown out too far in front of his intended target, Trevor Fields. Lead to 2nd and 10. Second and 10 following the incomplete pass. Man in motion. Here's the snap and a penalty flag. As the ball was snapped, it looks like it'll be a false start on the Blue Comets. And they will. It'll be a loss of 5 on the false start. So that'll back them up to the 41-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 15 to go for the Comets with 8:27 to go here in this 2nd quarter. Tigers down 7-0. Got a good opportunity here. Try to make it 3rd and long, if possible. Blue Comets will take their first timeout of the half. They'll be with 2 remaining. Tigers with 2 remaining as well. And with that, we'd like to thank more of our sports boosters and sponsors. Farm Bureau Financial Services, Todd Schmidt, Fort Scott Livestock, Fort Scott Smoke Shop, and Dawn Spirits and Wines, Geiger Plumbing Incorporated, Hydrix True Value, Heiser Financial Services, and Hole in the Wall, and many more. Thank you all again for your help this season, 2024 season. Again, don't forget, we are on YouTube this year for Fort Scott TV. So we're here. So it should be a little bit easier listening experience as well. It's been a solid defensive matchup between both teams here. Chanute, the only team to score. Tigers with an interception. The Blue Comets were able to pick off the Tigers offense, and that led to a score. And the Tigers offense 0 for 2 on the day with a turnover, and then a turnover on downs on a 4th and goal from the 3-yard line. So now 2nd and 15 following the Blue Comets timeout. They've got 2 wide receivers set to the right, 1 out to the left. Chris Harding and Quentin Harding back there. Chris, the quarterback, his brother Quentin, the halfback. He'll fake the handoff. Tigers read the pass, and Rogers will finally ankle tackle him, but not before. Picking up a Chanute Comets first down. Number 9, Cade Small, able to pick up the first down. Wesley Cox will check in for number 87, Malachi Cady. So now 1st and 10 for the Blue Comets following the first down pass play. 2nd 15 pass play, excuse me. It'll be 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end off to the left. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch it to Quentin Harding. And penalty flags thrown. 1 behind the backfield and 1 at about the line of scrimmage. See here what the refs call is. It'll be a holding on the Blue Comet offense. That'll be a loss of 10. Penalty flags really have not affected this Blue Comet team, however, as they've been able to pick up the first down. Said it was a 2nd and 15 earlier on a false start. They were able to pick that up in one play. Tigers defense here looking to hold strong on a 1st and 20. So 2 wide receivers set to the right, 1 out left. Quarterback back in the shotgun. Here's the snap. He'll fake it. Throws it to number 7 out on the right. And Van will toss him out of bounds. They'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. So a 10-yard pickup there for number 7, Nathan Wilson, the wide receiver. Will get it back, make it 2nd and 10 for the Blue Comet offense. Second and 10. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Quentin Harding. And Harding met on a pickup of about 3 to 4. Tackled there by number 41, Ryder Newton. Four-yard gain. It'll be 3rd and 6 for the Blue Comet offense. Malachi Cady checks in for Wesley Cox. So now, 3rd down for the Blue Comets here as the Tiger defense looks to hold strong on a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Quentin. Quentin off to the right, got the blocking he needs. Gomez and Kegler able to tackle him, but not before picking up a Blue Comet first down. First down Comets. They are approaching the red zone. First and 10 now for the Blue Comets at the Tiger 24-yard line. First and 10, three wide receivers to the right, one to the left. Here's the snap. He's going to look right. Ball intended for number 35, Elliott Stevenson, just over the head of Stevenson. It'll lead to second and 10 for the Blue Comets on that throw, a little above the head of Stevenson. Two wide receivers left, two to the right here on this second and 10. They're going to fake the handoff, and he's just going to unload it deep. Penalty flag, and it was caught. Penalty flag, we'll see here if it's on the defense or the offense. And it looks like it'll be an offensive pass interference, and it is. It was number 44, Landon Bilby, who caught it, but it looks like the refs are saying he pushed off the defender to try to get it, and he did. It'll be offensive pass interference. Chanute crowd not happy about that one, but that's a good call there by the refs. As said, Morgan Shaw had good coverage on him. Bilby shoved Morgan Shaw off of him. Offensive pass interference. Said it'll be, see here where they want to spot this. 2 fouls on the play. So it looks like it was it'll be 2 fouls on the Comets. Pass interference on, I think, 2 wide receivers. See how far they want to back them up. So instead of a second and 10, make it a second and 20. Second and 22 to go for the Blue Comet offense. 5:30 to go here in the second quarter of play. Tigers down 7-0, but the defense with good life here on a second and 22. It's got one wide receiver right, 2 to the left. Motion is Stevenson. They're going to hand it off to Stevenson on the motion. Stevenson tackled and eventually brought down by J.C. Gross. A couple more Tigers. Excuse me, number 4, Brody Gomez, tackler there. Now it'll lead to third and a while. Third and 18. So 4-yard pickup there on the jet sweep. Blue Comets will come out with trips left. So 3 wideouts left, 1 to the right. An eligible tight end. They're going to back them up here. They're going to go deep. They're going to look deep. Sling it on the screen. And tackled. And brought down by Ryder Newton, but a penalty flag. See here what the laundry on the field is called for. No call. So now it'll be 4th and about 4th and 4th and 15. 4th and 16. They're going to go for it here on a 4th and 15 with 3:47 to go here in the second quarter. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Going to drop back. Harden dropping back, looking to throw. Getting pressured. Eli not able to bring him down. He's going to throw it to Quentin Harding. Harding going to try to push the edge. Not brought down just yet. And they do bring him out of bounds on a 4th and 15. He got rushed hard by Eli Martin, who forced a throw over to Quentin Harding. Harding was about 8 yards short of the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Tigers will start at their own 24-yard line. 1st and 10, Tigers. Offense for the Tigers, 0 for 2 on the day, an interception, and then a turnover on downs. So the Tigers offense looking to pick up the slack here and try to get on the board. Tigers down 7-0, but they've got 3 minutes and 25 seconds. Here's the snap. Van will keep it himself. Goes right. It'll pick up about a gain of 4, make it 2nd and 6 for the Tiger offense. Quentin Harding, the tackler. It'll bring up 2nd, 6. Clock rolling, 2:50 to go. Tigers down 7-0. Plenty of time, though, for this offense to shine. Marbury and Kegler, the wide receivers. Marbury out right by himself. Messer and Kegler out left. Shaw in motion. Here's the snap. Dropping back is Van. Van's looking left. He's going to go right. Looking for Kegler. Kegler off of his hands. It was good coverage there by number 35, Elliott Stevenson. But it was just off Kegler's hands as he had him beat by about a yard. And that was a good thrown ball there by Van on 2nd and 6. But it will lead to 3rd and 6 for the Tigers offense. Let's see here what they want to do. Plenty of time on this play clock. .229 to go here in the second quarter. Tigers offense spotted at their own 28-yard line on a 3rd and 6. Tigers going to have to hurry up. They've got 5 seconds on this play clock. Van will snap it. Rolls out left. Van's going to go ahead and throw it. And the ball above the head of Ty Marbury, but a penalty flag holding on the offense. See here if they want to accept it. If they do, it'll be 3rd and long. If not, it'll make it 4th and 6. They're going to decline the penalty, and it'll lead to 4th down. And that'll bring on the Tiger punt team. So Van will kick it. Elliott Stevenson and Quentin Harding to return it for the Blue Comets. Here's the snap. Punt is up by Van. And Harding lets it bounce to the 40. It's going to get to the 30. And Cannon Brown, a good punt there by Van. Gets a good bounce. And the Blue Comets will start at their own 16-yard line. 1st and 10 Blue Comets with 2:13 to go here in this first half of play. Tigers defense looking to hold. Score is 7-0 Chanute up. Tigers defense looking to hold here to make it a one-score game. Defense held, able to force a turnover on downs. Last defensive drive for the Tigers. Look to do the same here on this defensive drive. First and 10, Blue Comets. They've got 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Both Hardings back there. Shotgun formation. Here's the snap. They're going to fake the handoff to Quentin. They're going to pitch it in front of him. It'll be number 6 who is brought down hard by Lennox Van and Colton Rogers. Trevor Fields was the pitch man. And Fields will pick up a solid gain of about 8, make it 2nd and 8. Clock will still roll, though, 1:50 remaining. Comets was still 2 timeouts in this half. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Back in the shotgun. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. Quarterback's going to go ahead and try to keep it himself, and is just in a mess of bodies as he is met by 2 Tigers. But it will be enough for a Comet first down. Clock rolling, though. 1:30. They're going to hurry up, back up to the line. Same formation. 2 wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw. Pump fake in, it's brought down behind the line by Eli Martin. Martin with his 2nd sack of the game. Good coverage by the Tigers. Harding will take a sack. Eli Martin back there once again. And now it'll be a 2nd and about the parking lot. About 2nd and 17 to go. Again, this is a interesting thing here. They've got 2 timeouts to work with 50 seconds remaining in the first half. So 2 wide receivers left, 2 right. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking to throw. It's a screen play to Harding. Harding will go ahead and he'll get hit out of bounds by J.C. Gross and Ryder Newton. And it'll make it 3rd and about 9. So an 8-yard pickup there. It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Blue Comets. Hit out of bounds. Clock not going to roll here. Play clock still rolling as it hits 15. 38 seconds remaining here in the half. Here's the snap, dropping back. He's looking left. Got to throw left. And ball is caught short of the first down sticks. About an inch short. That one there by Elliott Stevenson. And he is going to be short. Or they're going to give him the first down. Say he got enough. Clock rolling with 27 seconds. 2 timeouts remaining. Here's the snap. Going to be a quick look left. And a good tackle there by Dirks Kegler to keep him in bounds. And timeout quickly called after the tackle by the Blue Comets. 20 seconds remaining here in this second quarter. Comets up 7-0. It'll lead to 2nd and 2. With that, we'd like to thank our sports boosters and sponsors. Heiser Financial Services, Hole in the Wall, K&K Auto Parts, Canar Eye Center, La Hacienda, and Marsh's Deli. Supporters here of the 2024 Tiger football season. Just a couple more weeks of regular season ball here for the boys before we head into postseason action. Tigers 3-2. Blue Comets 4-1 as the Tigers defense here looking to hold out this half. Force a no score. The Tigers schedule coming up here. We'll see some more SEK next week. Senior night against Circle Towanda, and then to wrap up the season is at Coffeyville. It's just 2 more games, counting this one, of course. We're looking at 3 weeks of football. Tigers offense and defense here, playing a solid game, holding this Blue Comet offense to just 7. 2nd and 2 to go. 20 seconds remaining in the second quarter. 2 wide receivers right, 2 to the left. Tigers back in coverage, playing a zone coverage. Here's the snap. The screen play caught. J.C. Gross not able to tackle him. Breaks another one. And now into Tiger territory is the Blue Comet offense. And they'll take their last timeout with 10 seconds remaining. Number 7, Nathan Wilson, the target, able to miss 2 tackles. But the last time out of the half called here by the Blue Comets with 10 seconds. Here, the defense here just needs to get in front of the ball, make the tackle inbounds. Timeout here. I'd like to thank our sports boosters, sponsors here of the 2024 football season. Five Corners, Chanute Funeral Chapel, DQ Grill and Chill of Fort Scott, Gross Insurance, and Hometown Pub. Is it a good night for football? 78 degrees at the moment, 7:50 is the time. Tigers defense here looking to hold out for the last 10 seconds of this half. Try to still make it a one-score game as Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. So it's been a very quick ball game. Can't believe we're already almost at the halftime mark. 10 seconds remaining. Blue Comets up 7-0. Here's the snap. Gonna look, and he'll go ahead and sail it out of bounds. Comets 7 seconds remaining, so quick clock management there. Good coverage by the Tigers defense. Second and 10 now for the Blue Comets. See here, Eli Martin's been able to get home twice on Chris Harding, able to sack him twice. This would be a good spot for that sack to end the quarter. Man, these seats are full. Both teams, fans coming out. Tigers crowd filling up that section. Chanute showing up here. Here's the snap. He'll roll out right. He's going to look right, and the ball out of bounds. His intended target. It's too far out of his reach. 3 seconds remaining on the clock. Intended target number 6, Trevor Fields. Not able to get to it in time. Will lead to third down. Third and 10, 3 seconds remaining in this half. Here's the snap, final play. They're going to look for a Hail Mary type of play. Tigers bringing pressure. Harding going to have to scramble out. Clock is hit 0. Incomplete pass. And that'll end the quarter. Tigers defense holds strong in the final drive. Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Your score heading into halftime. Chanute Blue Comets 7, your Tigers 0. Got a good one here in Chanute. So there's going to be a good battle between both these teams. 15 minutes until we see some more Tiger action. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute ad break. You are listening to All Hit 103.9 FM, KOMB, and Fort Scott TV here on YouTube. With that, we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute ad break.
Quarters down and 2 to go, which means it's time for the Sharky's Pub and Grub halftime shift. Get hooked on all of Sharky's fantastic menu items like their famous wings, burgers, and even salads. Come for the food and stay to watch your favorite sports teams at Sharky's Pub and Grub at 16th North National in Fort Scott, Kansas. Follow Fort Scott Sharky's Pub and Grub on Facebook for food specials and upcoming fun events. Stay tuned to 103.9 and Fort Scott TV for the second half of your Fort Scott Tiger football. Quarters down and 2 to go, which means it's time for the Sharky's Pub and Grub halftime shift. Get hooked on all of Sharky's fantastic.
Are you hungry? Sharkies. Are you thirsty? Sharkies. Looking for fun? Sharkies. Our kitchen is open late and we source local produce. Plus, we have catering, a private room for an event. Catch Jayhawks, Chiefs, K-State, and all the NFL games on our TV screens. Here at Sharkies, we strive to support our community by participating in events that give back to your community. We are a family-owned business that is run by local people for local people. Sharkies. Living in Southeast Kansas, you know the weather can be unpredictable. Your homeowner's coverage doesn't have to be. Gross Insurance Agency on your side. We can make sure you are covered when severe weather strikes. Every year the cost of repairs goes up. Let us make sure you have peace of mind in knowing that you have the right coverage. Stop in at 18 South National or give us a call today. Gross Insurance Agency, small town customer service, big coverage. Follow us on Facebook at Gross Insurance Agency.
In the heart of Tiger Country, everyone is used to hearing growls. Fear not. Five Corners Mini Mart contain even the most savage of hunger growls with fresh-made lunch items. Feed your inner beast with items like pizza, cheeseburgers, barbecue sandwiches, and more. Don't fear the hunger growls. Tame them with lunch from the locally owned Five Corners Mini Mart at 12th and the Bypass in the heart of Tiger Country. Convenient, fast, friendly, and proud sponsors of all Fort Scott Tigers.
Hi, folks. This is Brian from Union State Bank. We would like to use this time to give a friendly reminder that at Union State Bank, we offer a number of services that you find at the big banks, and yet you still receive the personalized service that makes banking at a community bank so much nicer. Come in and see us at Union State Bank, family owned and operated since 1901, on the square in Uniontown and at 12th Street and Highway 69 in Fort Scott. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender. Find us fast in names and numbers.
It's your time to shine. Typhoon Bay Car Wash loves to help our community dazzle with 2 fully automatic bays, 3 handheld bays, vacuums, and even an air dry bay. Typhoon Bay makes it easy to wash that grime away. More than a car wash, locally owned Typhoon Bay is a community supporter offering fundraisers for your local sports teams and nonprofit organizations. Find your shine at 1510 South National with Typhoon Bay, your local car wash destination.
I've heard people talk about wishing there was a life skills class for our youth, and I do. This is Crystal over at Atkins Check. And let's be real, there are a lot of things they don't teach in classes, including why you need it. Bring your kid in sometime and let us help them understand why it is so important and how it works. No one wants to purchase it, but we sure don't want to be without it. Our kids are the future. Let us help. 620-223-0700. Or search us on Facebook, Crystal Talent or Patty West at Atkins Training.
New flavors just dropped at your local Sonic Drive-In at 1705 South National in Fort Scott. Find your favorite flavor with a new curated drink with Classic Cruiser, Dirty Dr. Pepper, Grape Escape, Paradise Sunset, and Twisted Flamingo. Trying to save a little money? Order from the Sonic $1.99 menu. 2 new queso wraps and bacon ranch queso and Southwest Crunch queso wraps. Regular cheese, Tony, quarter-pound double cheese, and shake. All for only $1.99 at your local Sonic Drive-In. The wait is almost over. Enjoy the beautiful fall weather of Sharky's new outdoor venue. Fun additions include pickleball courts, cozy fire pits, and all of fabulous Sharky's food and drinks. But that's not all. Sharky's remains the champion of sports viewing, hosting the most TVs around, and when the game ends, the party doesn't have to. Plus, they offer full-service catering for all your events. The fun never ends at Sharky's Pub and Grub, located at 16 North National in Fort Scott and locations in Iowa and Nevada.
Casper Enterprises LLC is a full-service general contractor providing both commercial and residential new construction and remodeling, as well as boat dock fabrication and repair. 3 generations strong, we have over 50 years combined experience in the industry. Call Bo for all your construction. Proud supporter of all of our Fort Scott Tigers. Go Tigers!
The Fort Scott jungle has tigers galore, with ferocious appetites for more. That's why all the tigers fill their belly at Marsh's Deli, located at 6 West 18th Street. It's the tradition of every game day to ensure the winning way of play. It's easy to score a big food win with deliveries, carry-out, or even dine-in. Marsh's Deli welcomes call-in orders too. You can call us at 620-223-6432. All tigers know that Marsh's Deli is where you fill your belly.
Since 1921, Billiard Hammer Hartman Insurance has been a staple in the community, meeting the needs of our area residents. We handle many types of insurance from auto, home, farm, motorcycle, ATV, watercraft, as well as many aspects of your business needs. We are a proud supporter of sports in our local area, downtown Fort Scott, Kansas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the halftime show here at your Fort Scott Tigers. We'll be kicking it off to start the half. Tigers down 7-0. A good defensive game from both teams. The Blue Comets with an interception and forcing a turnover on downs and a punt. Tigers only allowing one score. Were able to hold out the Blue Comets from scoring with a couple moments to go there in that second quarter, and then have forced the Blue Comets to a turnover on downs as well. 2 turnovers on downs, I believe. Both defenses playing hard-nosed football here. Said it's going to be who can control that run game, and so far it has been the Blue Comets. Quentin Harding having a good game for himself. And the passing game hasn't been too bad for the Comets, but they haven't broke up a huge play just yet. And the Tigers offense said have had 2 solid drives, just have, like I said, they were stalled at the 3-yard line. The Comets defense able to hold strong and then able to grab an interception and then force a punt. So both defenses playing well here. Tigers defense after stopping the Blue Comets offense late in that second half, or late in that second quarter. Hopefully going to come out and play some more good hard-nosed defense. Try to get the ball back and let this offense go to work. The offense hasn't looked bad out there on the field. Said the Comets defense hasn't looked bad either. Both defenses playing real hard. Like I said, you look back past 2 weeks, Pittsburgh's defense has matched up with the Tigers defense along with Lebec County's defense. So all 3 teams are playing a solid defense. Tigers looking to put up their first points of the night here in this second half. Have been held scoreless so far, 7-0. Your score. So with that, we'd like to thank our sports boosters and sponsors here, making the broadcast possible here on Fort Scott TV and All Hit 103.9. Norris Heating and Air Conditioning, Old Fort Auto, Opie's Pizza, Rogers Body Shop, Rudrick's Furniture and Floor Covering, Sonic of Fort Scott, and State Farm Insurance. Cale Nelson, thank you all for your help during the 2024 football season. Again, just including this game, we've got this game and then 2 others next week. The final home game of the season. Don't forget to come out next week as your Fort Scott Tigers on senior night playing Towanda's Circle Towanda, excuse me. And then the final game of the year at Coffeyville. And then we head into the playoff. The Tigers will start in a little bit better field position than the 1. Just good hustle there by number 7, Nathan Wilson. First and 10 Tigers. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. So Tigers able to force a punt here. Tigers defense holds strong on the first drive. Now the Tigers offense comes out looking to match the score on the board. 7-0 is your score. Tigers looking to put up a 7 of their own. Been held scoreless in that first half. So both offenses running into trouble, whether that's penalties or good defense. First and 10 Tigers. Metcalf off to the right. Marbury off left. Van under center. Here's the snap. Handoff to the running back. And penalty flags thrown. See here what the call is. Face mask on the Blue Comets. So after a 3-yard run, that'll give the Tigers a little bit of extra yards on the face mask. So now an automatic first down for the Tigers, and they will spot it after the foul at the 38-yard line. First and 10 Tigers. A little bit more breathing room now. Brady Messer there was able to pick up 3 and then the face mask. First and 10 for the Tigers. Here's the snap. Quarterback keeper for Van. Van trying to push his way up forward, but the Comets defense just able to swarm him quickly. Van was down on a 2-yard quarterback pickup. Lead to second 8. So now 2nd and 8 for the Tigers offense. Van drop back, look to throw. Looking right, and hit in the pocket and dropped by the Chanute defense. It'll be a sack. About a loss of 5. And it'll lead to about 3rd and 12 for the Tiger offense. Loss of 5 on the sack. So now 3rd and 12 for the Tiger offense. 2 wide receivers off right. Marbury out left by himself. Messer goes in motion. Here's the snap. Van dropping back, looking to throw. And is just met quickly off the edge as he got rid of it before he was sacked. And with that, that'll bring out the Tiger punt team. So now 4th and 12. Van will go deep to kick it and deep to return it for the Blue Comets. Elliott Stevenson and Quentin Harding. Van able to get the snap off. He'll punt it. Stevenson touched it. It's Stevenson. Not down. Stevenson with room to run. He'll juke left. Breaks it again and is finally brought down. Breaks a couple tackles on the way to the 41-yard line in Tiger territory now. So 1st and 10 now for the Blue Comets after they punted on their last offensive drive. So both defenses both held to punts on their first drives. In the pistol formation, 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. He'll hand it off to Quentin. Now Quentin met quickly. About a gain of 3 on the halfback dive. It'll lead to second 4-yard gain. It'll make it 2nd and 6. Chanute back in the pistol formation. Clock rolling, 5:35 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, bubble screen. And good enough for a Blue Comet first down on the RPO screen. First down, Blue Comets. So now 1st and 10 for the Blue Comets at the 30-yard line in Tiger territory. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Harding. Harding with space to run. Harding broke apart. Lennox not able to catch him. Touchdown Blue Comets on the halfback run. Halfback counter. Touchdown Blue Comets. Quentin Harding with his 2nd touchdown of the ball game. Make it a 13-0 point game. So go for the extra point. Extra point is up and is good. Now a 14-0 point game. Tigers offense have got to look to punch it in here. This drive is the most important drive up to this point in this game. 5:06 to go here in this third quarter of play. 14-0 is your score. Tigers kick-off team will be back out on the field. First time since starting kickoff. Haven't seen a Tigers kickoff team as they look to be explosive here. Back deep to return it for your Tigers. Dirks Kegler. To kick it for the Comets is number 12, Lawrence Chaney. Chaney 2 for 2 on extra points tonight. Chanute up 14-0. Chaney will kick it. He's going to boot it off left. And fair catch caught and down to the 30 by Trace Metcalf. And the Tigers will start at their own 30-yard line as they have got to look to punch this one in. So now 1st and 10 for the Tiger offense as they have got to look here, get this one in if they want to keep it competitive. 14-0 though, still your score, still plenty of time. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. Van in the shotgun, he'll go ahead, direct snap, quarterback keeper, Van will get to about the 35-yard line on the quarterback draw. It'll make it 2nd and 5 for the Tiger offense. 2nd and 4, so 6-yard pickup on the quarterback draw. Gain of 6 there. We've got one wide receiver out right by himself. That is Trace Metcalf. Messer, Marbury, and Shaw off to the left. Here's the handoff. Ryder Newton got the edge set. Newton will get to the 40. He'll get across the 50. Ryder Newton still chopping the feet, and he'll finally get dropped. Dropped at the 45-yard line. Tigers offense looking good on this drive so far. Ryder Newton on the halfback draw. 1st and 10 Tigers now into Blue Comet territory. And here's the snap. It'll be a gain of 5 there on the Lennox Van quarterback keeper. 2nd and 5. Now Tigers offense here starting to roll. 3 wide receivers left. 1 off to the right. Messer, Shaw, Marbury left. Metcalf off to the right. Here's the snap. Read option. Van's going to keep it himself. Shoots it up the middle and will pick up about a gain of 2. It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Tigers offense. Here's the snap. They're going to pitch it to Newton. Newton met in the backfield quickly by number 59 of the defense, Garrett Love. And that'll back him up a couple yards. 4th and 7 to go for the Tiger offense. Clock rolling as we've hit the 2:27 mark in this third quarter. Timeout called here by the Tigers. That'll be the first timeout charged to the Tigers. Here, they'll have 2 remaining in this half. As they decide here what to do on a 4th and 7. With that, we'd like to thank our sports boosters and sponsors. Deal Banwart, Bolton, CPA, PA, Daughtery Insurance, DNZ Overhead Doors, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Todd Schmidt, and Fort Scott Livestock. Again, thank you all for your help during the 2024 football season. 4th and 7. This will be the most important 4th down in the game so far for the Tigers. Tigers offense headed back out there. The punt team will stay on the sideline. Three wide receivers off left, one off to the right. Van, snap is high. Van just not able to get good protection there. It'll be a turnover on downs for the Tigers offense. And the Blue Comets defense holds strong there. It'll be 1st and 10 Blue Comets. On the sack there for the Blue Comets. Number 64, Peyton Anderson. 14-0 is your score with 2:12 to go in this 3rd quarter of play. Tigers offense is going to have to hold here. First and 10. 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Stevenson will go in motion. They'll hand it off to Stevenson. He's got a good kick out block. Stevenson on his horse. Stevenson finally brought down by Dirks Kegler and Brody Gomez. Able to get into Tiger territory, though, in the jet sweep. It'll be 1st down, Blue Comets. So 1st and 10 now for the Blue Comets at the Tiger 37-yard line. Here's the snap. They'll give it to Quentin Harding. J.C. Gross made the initial contact and then finished off by Colton Rogers. It'll be a gain of 3 on the run. 2nd and 8, so a gain of 2 there. Down at the Tiger 35-yard line, 2nd and 8 to go with 1:08 to go in this 3rd quarter. Back in the gun formation with 2 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. Harding will snap it. Here's the pulling guards. They'll hand it off to Quentin Harding. Harding just breaking tackles. Finally brought down. So now 1st and 10. A substitution. Couple substitutions. Malachi Cady checks in. And Ty Marbury will check in for Brody Gomez. First and 10 now for the Blue Comets. Back in the gun formation. Quick pass and dropped by number 7, the intended target, Nathan Wilson, as it goes off his hands onto the ground. It'll be 2nd and 10. 13 seconds to go here in this 3rd quarter of play. Here's the snap. It's a deep throw. Ball incomplete pass. Incomplete pass is intended target. And with that, a downed Comet. Looks like he's got a cramp in his leg and getting help there. Morgan Shaw. Good sportsmanship there. I like to see that by Morgan Shaw, helping out a blue Comet there with a cramp. Here, we're going to go ahead and take a short 30-second ad break. You are listening to 103.9 FM KOMB Fort Scott TV. We'll be right back after this 30-second ad break.
It's your time to shine. Typhoon Bay Car Wash loves to help our community dazzle with 2 fully automatic bays, 3 handheld bays, vacuums, and even an air dry bay. Typhoon Bay makes it easy to wash that grime away. More than a car wash, locally owned Typhoon Bay is a community supporter, offering fundraisers for your local sports teams and nonprofit organizations. Find your shine at 1510 South National with Typhoon Bay, your local car wash destination.
Welcome back. Just a cramp there for the Blue Comet player, number 44. So I'd like to see good sportsmanship there as Morgan Shaw helping him out, try to help fix the cramp. With this 3rd and 10 now for the Blue Comets. Here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to throw is Harding. Harding will take off himself. Harding with a lane. Harding will cut up. Touchdown, Blue Comets. Touchdown, Blue Comets. And they will trot out the extra point team. They'll make it a 20-0 point game with no time left on the clock. So it'll be the 4th quarter here after this extra point. To kick it will be Lawrence Cheney. He is 2 for 2 so far in extra points. Make it a 20-0 game as he looks to make it 21-0. Here's the snap. Extra point is up. And it is no good, so make it 2 for 3 on the day for Lawrence Cheney. But a huge 30-yard quarterback touchdown on the quarterback keeper will make it a 3-score game for the Tigers as we head into the 4th quarter. Your score, the Blue Comets 20, Fort Scott 0. Tigers offense will get it out here. Start the 4th quarter as they're looking, try to get on the board here and really lock in here with 12 minutes to go in regulation. With that, we'd like to thank some of our sports boosters and sponsors this year for Tiger football. Fort Scott Livestock, Fort Scott Smoke Shop, Don Spirits and Wines, Geiger Plumbing Incorporated, Hydrix True Value, Heiser Financial Services, Hole in the Wall, K&K Auto Parts, Key for Business, Hometown Pub, New Grill, Peerless Products, Sea-Can, Sharky's Pub and Grub, Shirt Sack, Sonic of Fort Scott, Typhoon Bain, and Union State Bank, and many more. Thank you all for your help and service during the 2024 Tiger football season. Kegler deep to return it for the Tigers. Chanute straight back-to-back scoring drives. Here's the kick by Lawrence. Kegler's going to return it from the 13-yard line. Kegler now on the ground after being tackled. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a short 30-second ad break. You are listening to 103.9 FM KOMB Fort Scott TV. We'll be right back after this 30-second ad break.
located in downtown Fort Scott. Great classic food served in a 1950s setting, serving classic cafe breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Stop in and enjoy their homemade chicken strips and onion rings, or American classics like cheeseburgers with grilled onions, Susie Q's, roasted chicken, and daily specials. Classic food served in a classic setting with hometown service. Stop in at 24 North National in downtown historic Fort Scott. Bowman's New Grill.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Kegler being helped off the field. Looks like he's be okay as he's walking on his own. And the Tigers will start this offensive endeavor at about the 23-yard line. So now, 1st and 10 for the Tigers. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. Van looking back. Now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get to the 30. Drops a shoulder on a kid. Gets him down, and that'll be enough for a Tiger. 1st down. 1st and 10 now for the Tigers. First and 10. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Brody Gomez. Penalty flags. Gomez finally brought down by Lance Stevenson. Gain of 11, but a penalty flag back out the line of scrimmage. Personal foul, a chop block on the Tigers. That'll erase the 1st down. So now, instead of 1st and 10, it'll be about 1st and 20 for the Tiger offense. It'll be 1st and 25, excuse me. Here's the snap on this 1st and 25. Van's got a scramble. Gets rid of it. He finds Gomez. Gomez with a juke step left. He'll get to the 20. Spin move, 25-30. There goes Gomez on a slip screen. That was kind of a broken play. Gomez sheds 2 tacklers. And instead of 1st and 25, and whistle is blown, we've got another blue Comet on the ground. It will a 19-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd in a little bit, but a downed Comet there on the at about the 26-yard line. He's able to thankfully walk over to the sideline on his own volition here. On a broken play, Van pressured by the left and a right D ends, able to find an open Brody Gomez at the 20-yard line on a slip screen. Gomez shedded a tackle, jab stepped left, spun off of another defender. And we've got a long drive, penalty flags as well against the Blue Comets. So on top of that huge gain, it's another 15 yards. And now the Tigers into Blue Comet territory. Tigers offense on the move. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. at the 46-yard line of the Comets. First and 10 now for the Tigers. Here's the snap. Hands it off. Rogers. Rogers will break a tackle. He'll get up to the second. About gets up to the linebackers, a little past the linebackers. Now, a first down Tigers on the halfback dive. So now first and 10 for the Tigers at the Comet 38-yard line. Here's the snap. Van met quickly behind the line of scrimmage. Quarterback keeper. It'll be a loss of 2. So now second and 12 for the Tigers. 9:55 to go here in this fourth quarter of play. So now, second and 12. 2 wide receivers left, 1 off to the right. Hands it back off. This one again to Rogers, who will get back to the original line of scrimmage and a couple extra yards. So now it'll be about a 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Tiger offense. Third and 8 coming up. Rogers behind Van. 2 wide receivers left, 2 off to the right. Here's the snap. Quarterback draw. So now bring up 4th and 5. Newton will check in for Colton Rogers. And timeout called by the Tiger offense. It'll be the second charged timeout to the Tigers. 1 out. 1 to go, excuse me, in this half for the Tigers offense. Tigers here on a 4th and 5. Another important 4th down. Tigers down 20 to nothing with 8:34 to go. Plenty of time here for the Tigers offense. Try to get back into this ball game. No Chiefs game this week. A bye week for the Chiefs. So, again, usually we're playing that here on the station Sundays, Mondays, or Thursdays. But no Chiefs game this week. But we've got some great Tiger action here. Say look to get this first down here on a 4th and 5. They are at the 28 of the Blue Comets. So now, 4th and 5 for the Tigers. Van, pistol formation with Ryder Newton behind him. 1 wide receiver out to the right, 1 out to the left. They're going to go with a speed option here. Van, he's going to go deep. And no good. His wide receiver, Brody Gomez, not able to secure the snag. Another turnover on downs for the Tigers. And here comes the Blue Comet offense. First down now, Blue Comets, as they are in their own territory. So now 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers left, one to the right for the Blue Comets. Here in the gun formation, Stevenson going on the jet sweep. He's going to look to go outside. Met and tackled by Luke Harris. Solid pickup there on the jet sweep. And it'll be 2nd and 4 for the Blue Comets. The Blue Comet offense is going to look to do everything they can. Run this clock out. Here's the snap. Looking back to throw it. He's going to go deep. Metcalf with good coverage there. An incomplete pass. The intended target, number 7, Nathan Wilson. Covered well by Trace Metcalf. Lead to a 3rd and 4 for this Chanute offense. So now 3rd and 4. Back in the gun formation. Here's the snap. They're going to look for the quick slant, and they'll get it. 1st down, Comets. Slant route to number 7, Nathan Wilson. It'll be a Blue Comet 1st down. So 1st and 10 now, clock rolling. 7:10 to go in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and 10, Chanute in the gun formation. Here's the handoff to Quentin Harding, who's got to cut it up. And J.C. Gross and Eli Martin there for the Tigers to get him a 2-yard tackle for loss. Malachi Cady will check in for Wesley Cox. Loss of 2 there on that run play. That'll lead to 2nd and 12 for this Blue Comet offense. Here's the snap in the gun formation. They're going to pitch it off underneath to number 9. Number 9, Cade Small. It's good enough for a Blue Comet 1st down as they are now into Tiger territory. So now 1st and 10, 6:01 to go in regulation. Man in motion is Stevenson. They'll fake the handoff to him, give it to the running back, who is met finally by a group of Tigers. Brody Gomez and J.C. Gross able to get to Quentin Harding. And it'll be a good loss, about a loss of 5. So now 2nd and 15 to go. Clock still rolling, however. 5:28 to go in this ball game. Here's the snap, looking deep. Eli Martin chasing him. He's going to rush, and he'll head out of bounds. So quarterback keeper for number 2, Chris Harding. Gain of 4. It'll be 3rd and 11 now for this Blue Comet offense.